Sleep has been coming up as a bit of a theme recently with people I've been speaking to, and a couple of weeks when I changed roles within the company, my brain was just so wired and active. I was only getting kind of 5 or 6 hours sleep instead of 7 or 8 really. And I find one of the most effective things to do when you either can't get to sleep at night or you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep is to kind of first of all accept that this is the situation. Don't try and fight it or go mind over matter or overcome it. Just okay, accept it, kind of just embrace the situation. And you just want to kind of try and feel into what's going on. It could be that your mind is racing, so feel into that sensation. It could be that when you just sit for a moment and go inwards, that you notice that your chest is really tight, there's tension in there, there's a big knot in your chest or your stomach or your solar plexus or even your throat, and you're just feeling really tense. It could be that your jaw is really tight, you're grinding your teeth, or all those things, a sore, swollen throat, can all be signs that our body is holding onto some tension. And we all know that the things that happen today aren't usually the things that cause these reactions in our body. It's usually something that we haven't processed from our past, or that's being triggered by something that's happened today. Especially when it's something that's really keeping us awake or really bothering us, or comes up as some kind of block or bump or lump inside of us, or tension. So we it's almost like we want to calm our system down a little bit, and by feeling into the feeling rather than thinking about the thoughts, because they just escalate and spiral, but feeling into the emotion, feeling into the knot or the lump or the bump or the bit of tension or the swirling brain or the tight jaw or whatever it is, just feeling with it, feeling into it, and just being with it a moment. I'm not exactly sure if this is right, but it's almost as if, just by giving it a little bit of attention, it's like that wound or that unprocessed feeling is getting a bit of relief, getting a bit of healing in that moment. And you don't have to do a full-blown meditation, but just sitting with it and feeling with it can be enough to kind of let your system know that you're giving it some attention, and it creates a bit of relief, because often it's just stuck things from our past that haven't been processed, and they stack, one on top of the other, and then they get to a point when they're a bit of a knot or a bit of anxiety, or wakes us up in the middle of the night with a bit of a jolt, and then we can't get back to sleep. So however it works. So just accept it, sit with it for a bit. I mean, by all means, sprinkle lavender on your pillow, get up, make a hot drink, do all those things, write something down, if you suddenly remembered something that was it felt important. Do all those little rituals we do in the middle of the night when we can't sleep. But I think really when you're trying to get back to sleep, you can't really fight it. You've kind of got to accept it and try and feel into a little bit of whatever it is that's playing on your mind or bugging you or whatever's causing you tension. I think that's all I've got to say on it, but give it a try next time you can't sleep. And it's awful when we can't sleep, but it doesn't it will pass eventually. I mean, I'm sleeping I'm sleeping for 7-8 hours again at the moment, and the week of not sleeping has evaporated from my mind now. But at the time it was like, oh, I'm going to be so tired. I didn't feel that bad, but it's horrible, that feeling in the middle of the night when you can't sleep, or you go to sleep and you feel like you're tired, and then as soon as your head hits the pillow, eyes are wide open. And that's what happens to me. Once I'm asleep, I'm usually okay, but getting to sleep is the hard thing for me. So give it a try, feel the feelings, feel into the knots and the lumps and the bumps, and accept whatever is with you at that time, because you can't change it by fighting it. You just cause inner fight inside you, and you end up splitting off bits of yourself, and that's not good. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be embracing all of yourself, all of those bits. Yeah, so give it a try. Let me know how you get on.